We're here on New York Drive in Altadena, where overnight we had this horrific firestorm. And what we're seeing here is some of the houses that unfortunately didn't make it on the north side of New York Drive. But what's happening that's really cool here is a lot of people, friends and neighbors, are coming with garden hoses, with buckets. You can see in the background here, and they're just pitching in and helping out. And they saved the home right over here, this yellow home, and the other home here. There's a young woman named Valerie Rubacalva, whose family has lived here most of her life. She's 18 years old, and because of all these volunteers, they were able to save at least a couple houses here. Pretty much the fire department was overwhelmed. All the fire department, as great a work as they did, and so people like this had to pitch in and kind of save the day. We're coming here and pointing this out because it's kind of amazing that, you know, hours and hours into this fire, here's a house burning in a very, semi-urban area, and there's no firefighters here. That's how, kind of overstressed and overtaxed the fire forces are at this point. So this house is just going up, with no one being able to protect it. The firefighters are just stretched way too thin, and this is the result. This is another measure of how tenuous the situation is up here. Here we are many, many hours into this fire, and we've got a supermarket, which I came by here 5-6 hours ago. It was fine. It's now, as you can see, it's really burning. This is the Aldi market right here on Lake Avenue in Altadena. Again, when I was here hours ago, this place looks safe. So it just shows you how quickly things can change as we move through this dangerous fire situation. So Lake Avenue is one of the main drags in Altadena. It takes you all the way down to the 210 freeway at the base, and at the top all the way up to hiking trails that lead you into the San Gabriel Mountains. This is a really well-known commercial corridor with restaurants and markets and every kind of business. So folks who live in Altadena, this is a spot for them, and anything you see burning here, a lot of people have spent a lot of years going to these businesses. I'm sure as much as losing a home, they're losing beloved local businesses. I mean, I've seen a lot of fires over 40 years. Being live on a fire scene, this is definitely one of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm watering the roof up here to keep the embers from starting a fire on it. And then I'll just stay up here as long as I can. If I see fire coming this way, I'm out of here.
Just pray for everybody, and hopefully there's enough help to go around. Yeah. And don't pick and choose who's wealthy or who's poor. We all need water to put these fires out.
Yeah, for sure.
But we still praise them. We praise the firefighters because they're working hard. They're doing the best they can, and they're coming from other cities that I never heard of coming over here. So we still got to count our blessings.
Please, just hopefully the winds die down, because that's the problem. It's the winds. The winds.
You do see a lot of good in these horrific situations. You see people, kind of the best. You can see people in the background here just all pitching in, for their friends, for their neighbors. I think people feel good in these situations when they feel like there's something they can do to help. And a lot of us feel helpless when something like this happens. But like I say, there are some silver linings here in seeing, how human beings respond.